cheers to
Cheers.
226, I think.
226.
I've never tried this, Evan. This is a
Uh-oh.
live review of the Blake's Hard Cider Triple Jam.
I'm not a cider guy. Too sweet.
I don't think I am either. Have you ever had this? Even a sip?
Tried a cider that was left at the house, and I got through 3 sips of it, and I threw the rest of it away.
I could only drink one of these. This is a 5.7 out of 10. Strawberry, blackberry, raspberry, 6.5% alcohol though. Packs a punch, I would say, for a cider. Alex will be joining us shortly. We have a relatively packed night, I would say. You know what I haven't done in a while? I don't ever say the date anymore. It's Tuesday. It's September 23rd, 2025. It's 8:46 p.m. Eastern time. The Tigers are down 5-2 to the Guardians in the top of the 8th. So if we're distracted by anything, maybe we have a late inning comeback.
Offense is putrid.
Kind of crazy, though, how bad it's been that if we lose tonight, we're still technically tied for first. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad and it's bleak, but we had such a good cushion that we can play this bad that we could still win the division, which feels like we don't deserve it at this point. As a fan, it feels like we don't deserve it.
We lost on school night again because he bounced one off the dude's face.
That was really scary. T's and P's to that guy. Hopefully his face is okay. That thing was bleeding fast. But pretty packed show. We will talk about them later. Pookies and Dookies as always. Weekly check-ins. Some recaps. Michigan, Nebraska. Michigan State, USC. And then Lions, Ravens most recently last night. We will get a little bit, like I said, of Tigers, even though we're in the heart of football season. And a little bit of Ryder Cup. It's Ryder Cup week. It's a big week for U.S. dominance versus Europe. A must-win Ryder Cup, I would say, on American soil. And we'll talk about that.
They moved up the opening ceremony to tomorrow at 4 o'clock, not Thursday because of weather.
Good scheduling, though. Do they televise that? Do you know? Is that going to be?
I would assume so. It'll probably be on Golf Channel.
Yeah, they show everything, honestly. It's kind of crazy that the strength of Golf Channel, they're still humming. Meanwhile, like NFL Network and other networks are starting to shut down for different leagues. But Golf Channel cannot be beat.
Nope.
Okay, in a rare case, Evan, you'll start us off with your weekly check-ins. Any news and notes? I believe we recorded right before your first
Monday.
Game, so you've had 2 games since.
2 games.
Yeah, fresh off a game. Hardest working man in showbiz came right from the game.
Little drizzle. So 7th grade, unfortunately, is 0-2. Played really well in the first game. Not the best effort today. Did not put up a good offensive performance today at all. Last week was a little bit better. And then 8th grade, they're 1-1. Lost last week. Won today. 8-0 barn burner. Shout out to the defense. Basically rained most of the 8th grade game. Not an excuse. I don't think it would change much. Other than that, just football. Trying to get dialed in for opening season of Bo, October 1st, next Wednesday. Not that I'm going to have time to go out, but it's fast approaching. Next weekend, it's looking like it. Next weekend, there's a chance.
Bye week, smart.
Yep. Other than that, I mean, it's just been watch football. I house that, ref youth football. I think if you have a chance to ref youth football, just do it in a heartbeat.
Really?
Do it in a heartbeat. It's so easy. So easy. There's not much going on. They take forever to run a play. It's usually the same 4 plays over and over and over again. So
a lot easier than basketball, you're saying?
Oh yeah, You're basically just standing watching football
and
not running up and You're not running up and down the court. You're not in 95-degree weather. It's Saturday morning. It's 50, 60 degrees.
Couple questions.
Half the kids are asleep.
Well, you don't like to hear that. Where? Are you the back judge or you an ump? How many officials do you have on the field?
There's only 2 of us. We got a side. Yep. So we have a side judge that helps the chains move up and down, and then me. I'm behind the offense. I'm like the umpire or whatever, head official or whatever. And I spot the ball. And I got the tackle box, and my play side or my side. Skill guys on that side.
You spot it based off what the side judge says, or it's your job from that angle to see where the ball ended up?
I rely on the side judge a lot, but sometimes if it goes away from that sideline, so if it's on the away sideline and runs towards the home side, I bust my ass up there to try to spot it best I can.
What's like your most commonly called penalty?
Offsides.
Offsides.
Offsides or not getting lined up, so a false start, legal formation, whatever. Just there's been a lot of face masks, to be honest. Kids just trying to make a tackle, just going in there, reaching for anything, and you can see the kid's head just completely turn around.
Any targetings?
No,
kick someone out?
Targeting. Nope.
Led with the crown?
There's a couple kids that just fly around and will just lay somebody out of nowhere, and it's awesome.
Those are the kids that are awake. They're not asleep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so reffing.
I called a couple holdings. If it's got to be like blatant, obviously, in my face for me to call it.
What is it? 5th and 6th grade?
Yeah. I mean, there's a kid who was like complaining, came up to me and started complaining about a pass interference call on a ball that was just chucked 30 yards down the field. The wide receiver was nowhere close. It's like, dude, that's pass interference. I'm like, get a grip, kid.
It is nice, I guess. Like, I feel like football, we watch the most and complain about the officiating the most. Like, you just go in knowing like what you are and aren't going to call it. Like, yeah, if I was ever given that power, I'm not calling that. Like, I'm just going to let that go. What are the kids? Because you said with baseball, like the swag and how different the kids are. What we got a lot of like Mahomes
guardian
wannabes.
Caps.
Oh, okay, I can get behind that. That's good for safety.
Kids wearing
I
guardian
guess.
caps. What team were they playing last week?
Mouth guards dangling out. Is that infiltrated?
No, I
youth?
yell at them before every single play. Put your mouth guard in.
I like that. That's important. People don't do that. They don't enforce that ever anywhere.
There was a team that I think it was last week. There was a team that had like 3 kids wearing tinted colored visors.
Oh no.
Yep, towels, colored cleats, leggings.
Arm sleeves still or no? Arm sleeves are
not
dead.
that many arm sleeves.
Bicep bands? Those were big in like the mid 2010s.
No one really wears sweatbands. It's
like
visors.
On Create a Player, those bands on the
visors,
bicep.
arm sleeves, and super highlighted colored cleats.
Yeah, times have changed.
Yeah.
Well, ours was black or white cleats. I'm pretty sure.
I remember
so bad.
Like high school, there's like some kids that kind of go to the full 10 or full 9 or whatever you want to call it, Grant. And they were asking me, well, what'd you wear? And I was like, well, we weren't allowed to wear anything. It was either you wear a plain long sleeve or short sleeve and nothing else. If you want to wear gloves, go ahead, but no arm sleeves, no colored wristbands, no colored leggings, no nothing. It was strict to the bone.
Yeah, I think the only quote-unquote diva things I ever did were, well, double socks were big. I don't know if that counts as swag. Like, you just wear 2 pairs of Nike Elites.
Yep.
Super dumb.
And then I bought one of those, like, rib shirts from Dick's just because I didn't want to get hit in my ribs. And that was, like, the only thing I would say that was remotely a little bit extra
a lot of kids
than what you could have wore.
Well, most of the time, it's, like, sticking out nowadays. Like back plate, gotta be sticking out. They roll their jerseys
Never was
up.
a back plate guy. That was exposed for sure. Also, looking back, it was kind of crazy. I mean, you did kind of need them because your gloves did get worn out. But the people that had the practice gloves and the game gloves,
100% agree.
which you kind of it seemed a little extra, but you kind of did need it because my cutters in practice were just absolutely worn to the bone by the end of the year.
God, yeah,
you kind of did need a special pair of game gloves. And they felt good when you put them on. Like, holy cow, this is different. That's about it, though. So anything more than that, I think you're showing off a little bit. Towel, I get if you're a quarterback or something. I understand that. Or hand warmer, I get that. If you're a quarterback, but that's about it. Alex, is that a hand raise or no? Nice of you to join us.
No.
Drinking water.
Don't have anything in front of me at the moment. Alex, how's your weekend?
Oh,
you didn't have anything else, though.
No, I don't have anything else. That's my highlight and excitement.
Okay.
My turn.
Alex. Yeah, we're waiting.
Friday, tried a new restaurant. Went to Flora. Pretty cool spot. Mexican place. Kind of fancy. Pretty nice.
Better than El Tiempo, worse than El Tiempo.
Definitely better, like, quality food.
You said Friday?
Yeah. That was fine. It's cool. It's like overlooks the water. Pretty cool. Pretty nice.
Where's the water?
The bayou.
Oh,
Buff Bayou, probably.
Gulf of
honestly.
America.
Oh, that running trail, the Buff Bayou.
Yeah, but it's like a pond there. I don't know. Weird thing leaving that place. So I left at like 9. And there's just a bunch of kids down by the water with like coolers. And they're like high schoolers. Like I think they're having a kegger.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
Let it
Pretty
rip.
sick.
And like there's just a bunch of adults like in this restaurant. They just come out and they see this and no one says anything. They just didn't care.
Dude, it's
We should go
Texas,
there.
bro.
On Friday night.
Maybe they're fishing. Maybe it's their tackle box.
We're going to be there in a couple weeks. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And my flight keeps on getting pushed back and back, and I'm getting pissed off on Thursday.
Wait, what do you mean?
It's so
I feel like you
stupid.
say that
Arrival
every
time.
week. Yeah.
It's now almost 8 o'clock now.
Oh, you're fine. I mean, that
You and
sucks.
Ryan, same flight?
And I think Colby's on the same flight, too.
Oh, you guys have each other.
Yeah,
then.
but when I scheduled it, Grant, I was supposed to land in Houston around like 3:30.
That's a little
crazy.
egregious. 5 hours.
5
is
hours.
egregious. Pushback time. They don't want you to hang out with Alex.
I know. I wanted to take that day off of work, but now it seems like I can just go in for a full day because my flight doesn't leave till like 5:30.
Yeah, it's wild.
Pain.
Sucks.
That is painful.
So I might take the
okay.
day off.
Saturday, I
I'm worse than I am. Sorry.
went to the bar for the Michigan game and on.
Go Blue.
Stayed there till like what was it? What was that? Midway through Indiana, Illinois.
Right.
Left then,
Blockbuster.
got some food, and prepped for the late night kick.
What'd you
10
get?
p.m. Chipotle.
Oh, God. I haven't had that in so long.
You know what I got
It
out?
was nice.
I ended
Oh.
up getting the Taco Bell.
Alex, what was your order?
Oh, what did I get from Chipotle?
Yeah. What was your order?
Double wrapped burrito, half chicken, half steak.
Double wrap.
Cheese, yeah, sour cream, corn salsa, hot salsa, lettuce,
You fill that bad
and then I
boy
got
up.
chips and queso on the side.
How
too.
do you even get your
Oh.
hands? There's
It
no
was
way to say that
massive.
right.
It's like you're just like
There's no
holding
way
it,
to
like-
say that sentence right.
Yeah, it's a big, fat, juicy burrito that
Did you
takes
cut in half, or
multiple
you just-
hands. No, I just got right in there.
Oh,
You ate it all? Any leftovers?
Oh yeah,
I'm not a
Oh, I ate
burrito
it.
guy. Say what
I
you want about
smacked
me.
I'm not a burrito guy, not from Chipotle, because I will never forget the first time I ever went to Chipotle with said
well, because
Alex
they don't know how to wrap it.
and Wilkins. And if you see somebody try to just absolutely finger, you know what, your burrito, and it just falls apart after you take one bite, it ruins the burrito experience.
That's why you get double wrapped. It's a lot sturdier.
No, that's why you get a
Wilkins taught
bowl
me
with a
that.
tortilla on the side.
That's also a Wilkins pro move.
Mm.
Yeah, that
Pro
is
move.
not a bad side tortilla is nice. I might switch. I was hitting the burritos lately, but I'll probably switch back to bowls.
You know what
to
slept
play
on
them.
there though is their quesadilla. Is pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's fine, but like I'm not waiting for that. No.
You're not what?
It takes longer, and you look
Mo-
like a
you don't-
child when you order.
You don't
that.
mobile order?
No, I do. Of course, I do.
What,
I have
I'm, like,
thousands of points.
I'm not waiting for anything. I'm walking
I'm
in and
gonna
grabbing and going.
Quesadilla from Chipotle.
Get a
mobile
Grow up.
order now.
Bowl and a quesadilla.
Grow
inside.
up.
Okay, Chipotle, I mobile order now because I'll never forget going into the Adrian Chipotle, and they're out like half of the stuff, and I'm just over there looking at the mobile order station on the side, and they have everything.
Mm.
And I'm like, this is
They took care of them, but not you.
yeah. I was like, okay,
Sick.
like I want salsa. Go over there because that person just got salsa on their burrito. I want it. Like, sorry, we're out. I was like, no,
Scrape
it's
it
over
off.
there.
Yeah, they do. Some places prioritize the mobile over the in-person.
Oh,
It's kind of a
100%
shame,
agree.
honestly. But I abuse it. I'm one of the abusers of the mobile.
I do mobile every time, and I
Same
live
with
2 feet
Starbucks.
from it.
I haven't ordered in person
Same
at
with
Starbucks
Starbucks.
in a long time.
Starbucks right next to Chipotle. I just mobile order, walk in. Then stay up till 2:30 a.m. Haven't done that in a while, so
God, the things we do for our teams.
disappointing. Sunday went for a run for the first time in a bit outside.
Hell yeah.
It's a
I'm
lot.
trying to do some cardio too. I realize I'm very out of shape. Very out of shape when it comes to that.
Okay.
5-minute stair stepper, gassed, just wheezing.
Stair step was tough.
Like, it makes me feel lightheaded before I go lift. I'm like, oh my God, that's the whole workout right there.
Oh,
That's a problem.
never forget. One of the worst practices of my life, I'm sorry I forgot to say this, was Thursday. At work, migraine hits me like a brick truck. Like somebody actually threw a brick at my face and it hit me, cocked me. I was like gagging and dry mouth the entire practice on Thursday.
Oh.
That's
Like,
what happens in migraines?
Well, my body, like if my head hurts so bad that my body, the only way to counteract the pain in my head is just to throw up.
Oh. One thing I'm just grateful I've never had, because it sounds miserable.
Like if they ask me what severe punishment you want on your worst enemy, I would say give them a full 24-hour migraine. Just
give Jim Harbaugh a 24-hour migraine.
I don't hate Jim Harbaugh anymore. He's a good coach. He's a good NFL coach.
Wow, we've come a long way.
I have.
Mel Tucker?
Hey,
did ruin my life.
Oh no, Ross Ells. You were giving him a migraine.
Deserves to have a migraine for the rest of his life.
Okay, that is too far.
That's me. Oh, man.
Sorry.
But anyways,
that just remind me.
No, it's okay. Sorry to hear that. Sunday, I went for a run. Watched football, and then yesterday, mental health Monday, played some golf. Played Tour 18. What's cool about this course, you asked? Every hole is a hole from like a famous course.
No shit. Really?
Yeah. So there's Amen Corner.
Stop
it's pretty sick. They have the Masters leaderboard up with the last year's.
So is it just 13
results?
Or is it the entire corner, like multiple holes?
You're going to
play the whole corner.
You're going to get this place sued. This feels like a copyright infringement.
You play the corner, so you go the
just copied
par 4 over the little creek,
and then par 5 3, over the water,
and then the par 5 dogleg left. Pretty sick.
Did you do the Phil Mickelson pine straw shot?
Yeah, did you try it?
Not. There's no pine straw.
Just messed around on. Did you do the Jordan Spieth plunk in the water shot? Ooh,
twice.
That's mean.
Guys, I didn't have time to just mess around out there. I was playing golf.
Couldn't have been that busy on Monday.
There was a tournament, so it was reasonably busy. Like hole number 9 was 17 at Sawgrass.
Wow, how'd you do on that?
Wondering what did I do there?
Yeah,
I hit a high cut right over the pin to 7 feet. It's pretty sick.
What club?
Pitching wedge, maybe.
You ready for the par 3 course?
Sure.
I'm not. I haven't golfed since.
If we even do that, yeah.
KFMs. I would like to do that. We should do that, Alex.
Yeah. Well, we have to it's expensive. What if people don't want to do it?
Was it $40?
Yeah, it's like $40.
It is kind of like rip off what they got going there, but it was fun. Like 40 for those 9 is kind of absurd, but it was fun.
Yeah,
it should be 40 for the A and the B side or whatever. It should be 40 for like 18 par 3 holes.
But yeah, long story short, I shot 79, 3-putt bogey on 18, and missed a 2-foot birdie putt on 16 that lifted all the way around back into my face, and I almost
kind of Autopalooza vibe right there.
It was really tough.
I saw you were doing your Spieth impression. You were birdie, bogey on the front at one point. I saw that.
Yeah, I birdied
like 3 and 4. You were birdie hot out the gate.
3 was a hole from Pinehurst number 2. Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Every single hole was like that.
Stuck one to like 2 feet.
What was their opening hole? Like a St. Andrews hole? Like what's the opening hole that's famous?
Opening hole is Bay Hill, number 5, I believe.
Oh,
it was difficult. Oh no, sorry, that was the second hole, and it's just straight over water, dead left. It's very scary hole, par 5.
This is going to be some homework for me to look up this course after and like watch a tour of it because that sounds very cool.
And then the other birdie I made was Inverness in Ohio, Toledo area.
Did it feel gimmicky though, or did it feel like tastefully done, or did it feel like a putt course but just
it's
big?
Weird because there's not like much rhythm you're getting into because it's a lot of like famous holes that are very targety. You got to hit certain targets. Certainly not a place where you're just like grabbing driver and ripping. But I mean, I just thought it was fun.
Anything from Bethpage or no?
I don't remember anything from Bethpage.
7 from Raisin Valley.
Yes, that was there. Made my second hole-in-one on that one. But yeah, that was good. And then back to work today.
Yes, economy pumping. That's why you saw stocks go up today. I actually don't think they did. For me, pretty quiet weekend, I would say. Watched a lot of football. But yeah, watched a lot of ball because I didn't really have anything to do. Pookies and Dookies of the week. Alex, I wrote down 3 Dookies and 4 Pookies. Is that too many?
Too many, dude. It's just 1 and 1.
I need to start off with a Dookie because I have a hot seat question for Evan.
Clemson.
Clemson
Dookie.
football, Evan. What did you do to them?
How about it?
What did you do to them, Evan? What happened down there?
Their offensive production with too many skill guys it's. I don't know. He's going to lose the locker room. He's going to lose some of those players.
I was just about to ask, did we lose the locker room?
Yes.
Probably.
Press conference was crazy. The follow up like midweek about if you want to fire me, whatever, like get used to losing again.
Yeah.
That was
What I did
before
was-
the loss, right?
Correct.
Insane lead up. It was not even close. Like sometimes when you lose on a last
That was
second
bad.
field goal, it was like dusted out of the gate and never came back.
Like Michigan
To
State
Fran
could
Brown.
beat them.
We're gonna lose to Fran Brown
Their offense is
in
very good.
Syracuse. Yeah, not RIP, but sorry.
I am
quarterback.
surprised he
Troy.
hasn't. I'm surprised he hasn't fired their offensive coordinator yet. You need a scapegoat
Garrett
guy
Riley?
halfway through the year.
Is that Lincoln's brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could go find a job at USC pretty easy, I would say. Quarterbacks coach. Work his way back.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone else?
way back.
Dookie or Pookie? You just make fun of me,
Dookie.
Alex?
Dookie, 11 p.m. Eastern time football games.
Yeah.
Relatable.
Just
We were counting it
disgusting,
down.
dude.
And it's like, it's 2 o'clock.
When I sent
in
the text that
afternoon.
it was 10 hours away at 1 p.m., I was like, dude, we talked about.
Just like, dude, I was like, I have 9 hours until the kickoff, and I woke up 9 hours ago. This is going to be miserable. It could not get there
We'll
fast
get to
enough.
that.
Could not get
You
there
guys
fast
should have
enough.
recorded it. You should have recorded
Who,
it.
how many people in the group chat do you think made it to the end?
I didn't make it. I didn't
Gambling
make
to
it all the way
Jens?
through.
Or Sparty Party.
Sparty Party.
Oh.
I gave up after USC.
The number's the same in both chats.
After USC scored their 38th point, I gave up. Caved.
4
Officially fell
people made
asleep.
it?
You fell asleep with 5 minutes left in the game? No, you weren't responding with most of the second half.
Yeah, I didn't have to respond.
Worse-
There was nothing to respond for.
You were dozing off at halftime.
Yes.
Be honest, Evan.
Well, I finally gave up after
Yeah.
that point.
But you were probably going in and out third quarter.
Oh, yeah.
But you were asleep. You didn't see much of. You didn't see us get to within 7 at the start of the fourth quarter.
No.
Yes, I did.
Not me.
There's no way.
No
There's
way.
no
Evan.
way. You would
Swear
have
to God.
said something because it was
Just
an exciting
eyeballs
moment.
emoji. Were you awake for the
Alas.
fumble punch out before that or no?
That's what got us to the 7.
I know,
No,
but
I was
Evan
not
would've
away
said
for.
something
I
if
was
that
not away
happened.
for the fumble.
Oh, that's
there we
how I
go.
know. That's how I know you didn't see it.
I woke up to
I think
the,
I saw
I woke up
one
to the
snap
touchdown.
of the third quarter. I saw
People
one
awake
snap.
the entire time that never fell asleep.
You,
You
Connor,
did
'cause
not
you're in
miss a
Central.
play.
It doesn't
Connor?
count. Yep, Central Time, guys, doesn't count.
Yes,
Like,
steroids.
I mean, it was still.
You're cheating.
I still went to bed at 2:30.
cheating.
Any Eastern time guys make it.
2:30
One
was halftime
Eastern
for
time
us.
kid made it.
Colby's a sicko.
No, Colby
No?
failed at halftime.
Drew.
That kid is a grinder. Man,
Yeah,
you
he was.
in
He was up.
MSU.
That game wasn't even worth it to stay up for.
I don't know.
There was
We
a
got to
moment.
7 points. It was
Cut
pretty
7, Evan. You wouldn't know.
Alex.
You were snoozing.
You honestly thought the defense would have been like, yes, we turned the corner because the guy just kicked the ball
cool. I
around.
sent you the picture today. It's 3rd and 5.
Trust me, I watched
had
it.
him wrapped up in the first sack.
3rd and 3.
Or 3rd and 3. Had him wrapped for
Had
a
him.
sack.
He did look just like Caleb Williams on that play. That was a crazy,
And then
crazy
he got the first.
PTSD.
And then, then we had to actually stop, and they would have held him to a field goal, but then it was a holding.
Illinois.
Turned into the MSU game. Yeah. Okay. Pookie, Indiana football, and Kurt Signetti.
Yeah.
Dookie,
Wow.
Illinois.
Dookie and Pookie there. But probably Pookie, Indiana. I mean, they're good.
I think it can go both ways.
Why are you
But
yelling
I
at
have
me?
to.
I mean, Indiana's just good, though. Kirk just wins.
I'm not yelling at Evan. I'm yelling at the. I don't know if the narrative's out there, but I knew the second that game started going like that, people were just going to say it's more on Illinois being a fraud than Indiana being good, which could be true in the end. But after that,
63 points.
performance, you have to give Indiana some credit. And I still agree, Kurt was a gigantic wussy in the playoffs. He was, and I was all for him. He coached like a coward in the playoffs, but the narrative was they never beat ranked teams, and they just absolutely demolished a ranked team. So
We'll see how they do against the Spartans in 3 weeks.
we will.
Will we not be ranked?
Can't overlook them. I think we have a trap spot of them going to Iowa this week. And I know Gronowski has been bad, but
Dude,
that spread that they threw out for Vegas for that game doesn't make much sense if you're just talking about what's happening on the football field.
Bad news, Grant. Not a trap game because that game's only on Peacock.
That might be more of a trap.
No, it's
because then you're
less
like,
of a
wait,
trap.
that upset's happening? And you're like, oh
yeah,
my
because
God.
America
no
would be like,
one's
oh my
able to
God, we got to
it.
watch it. And then be like, oh, we can't watch it because I don't have Peacock.
I'll tune into it. I still have,
I
have a little bit of the
Because
cock.
I don't put ranked matchups, or not, Iowa's not ranked, but I don't put a ranked team on Peacock in the afternoon. Now, good excuse, Ryder Cup's on.
So many
but
good games. Yeah, I would say great excuse.
That game could be on Pixel Network.
Dude,
All right,
nobody
speaking
wants to watch Mark Gronowski play football. Guy stinks.
Liar. 2 people right
He
here.
won at
Kind
Rutgers.
of.
What the hell are you talking about?
Kind of.
He had 2 rushing
Rutgers,
touchdowns.
Holy shit.
He might be
He
the real
sucks,
white
Evan.
Lamar Jackson. He only runs. You want to talk about just a running back playing quarterback, Evan, that you hate? That's
Give a
Mark
shit.
Gronowski. Speaking of scheduling problems, I'm going to dookie this one, which I used to be excited about. 3:30 games on CBS are a joke. An absolute joke. I just sat through one. Brad and Gary, they're
Never been on
checks.
CBS, by the way.
They are looking for retirement. Gary Danielson, one of the Michigan main accounts, I think like Do51 his name is, has funny breakdowns. He goes, is Gary Danielson on medication? This guy was absolutely lost. We played a whole series of football with Barham number 1 prominently playing an edge, and we come to the second drive of the game, and Gary Danielson's takeaway is, oh, I'm still waiting for Barham to get into the game. They said they were going to feature him. I haven't seen him out there, Brad. He played 90% of the snaps up until that point. He was out there. He almost had a sack in the game, and we're just lost. And he's getting every single play where someone remotely got tackled high. He thought it was a face mask. He had no clue what he was watching. He thought Max Bredesen recovered the onside kick. Max Bredesen is number 44 and probably 220 pounds. The guy that recovered it was Kendrick Bell. He's number 10 and 180 pounds soaking wet. It was a disgusting display of announcing. The camera work and like the crowd shots and all that is still really good by CBS because they're world class and the theme song is good. Those announcers are atrocious. So if you get a 3:30 CBS game, it's not what it used to be at all.
We've never had one.
So bad. And you're lucky.
We'll
never
Eagle
have
and Blackledge are better for sure. I think honestly,
No.
Eagle and Blackledge are probably the best crew,
one.
which
We
is
have
crazy
them
to say.
all the time. Crazy
Crazy
enough.
to say. But I'd rather listen to those two than I'd rather listen to Gus. And I can't listen to the CBS crew. They're atrocious.
We haven't been on Fox in 5 years.
Like the Big Noon.
We have
Yeah.
not been Big Noon in 5 years.
Well, our game was. Yeah, that's not true.
What
The
game?
ranked one with Mel Tucker,
2021.
that was Big
That
Noon.
was 4 years ago, dude.
You said 5.
Okay, I also didn't watch it. I was there.
True. You haven't personally watched
That's
them
the
on
last
TV.
game that we've been on Big Noon.
It really dawned on me how well
Or we
ESPN
played
did with
Indiana on Big Noon after that, actually.
the SEC deal. When you talk about fleecing trades, they fleece the TV deals because I think, Evan, you would agree with this, at least with Sean McDonough, but I would say ESPN has the 2 best calling crews in the country. And I would honestly say that Tessitore, he's grown on me because he makes things feel big. He might be 3rd. Like they might have the top 3 crews in all of college football on ESPN.
I like Bob Wischusen too.
I wish we were on ESPN.
I give
I
them
like Bob
4.
Wischusen more
And
than
their
Joe Tessitore.
their
but I
game
still like Joe
presentations
Tessitore.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. because they lead into the game. Like on a night game, they like give you the moment, whereas you just get here comes Saturday night. Like you're there at A&M.
You're telling me
Like,
you're
they
not watching
show
the NBC
Evan,
pregame show?
No,
Yeah, they're on the field.
With
Alex
Josh
might
Perry
for Nicole.
and Joshua Perry and Matt Castle. You're telling me those guys don't get you hyped for a pregame?
But instead of Evan, you were at Clemson. Instead of the studio show BS that we don't care about, they show you Clemson getting on the bus, and they show you that entire like 20-minute sequence unedited. They just show you the build up to the game, like the traditions of college football. Instead,
but
with
the
the other
bus
ones,
thing's stupid.
whatever. The logistics
Okay.
are kind of weird, but it's cool. It's better
NBC
watching
has-
that than watching the studio show.
NBC has some stupid ass drum that some celebrity has to bang right before kickoff.
Yeah, and Draymond,
Draymond.
that was electric.
Oh.
What else? That felt good to get off my chest.
Just get out your like 50s Pookies and Dookies, and then we'll talk
Okay.
about them.
Two more that are personal to me. One of the worst takes I've ever had. Dookie, Luke Fickle, atrocious. I thought he was going to make Wisconsin so good. I think I said on one of these shows he'll have him in the playoff in like 3 years. Couldn't be further from the truth. Accountability, bad. But I'm stunned that hire went so poorly. I really don't know what. I would like a book written.
Killed that program when they introduced the spread offense.
Is that
Mel
like as
Tucker
simple as it is? He
better
just went away from
him.
the recruiting
100%.
area. Like he should have known. Yeah.
Like
I guess
imagine
so.
your whole
But it's
program
crazy.
is built on power, multiple offensive linemen, multiple tight ends, fullback, and then that first year you completely just 180 change, saying half my roster isn't useful on offense because I want to go spread and play fast with quarterbacks that
and I guess
have not had.
Your recruiting hotbed is not built for that. So I guess
Correct.
that's a big F up on his part. It's crazy. Like they're a dumpster fire. Pookie, me, my bets, I went 7-0 this weekend. Felt good. 7 single bets, no parlays. I know Alex hates parlays. Won them all. Hit
Shit.
2 wins on Michigan State, the over, and
So
MSU to
free.
cover. Thank you, Aiden Childs and Amari Kelly. That was huge. Great backdoor on that. Great backdoor on the Auburn-Oklahoma game that I didn't deserve. So I just got lucky. That's my sign that I don't need to do anymore.
I got another Dookie.
Go ahead, Evan.
Utah's offense, they're Michigan's offense from last year.
That quarterback
they can't complete a forward pass.
He can't throw very well.
I didn't know this until going in. Then I get back from reffing, and then my brother's like, "Oh yeah, dude, this is bad. Utah can't complete a forward pass." And I was like, "Oh, that's good. I just have money on Utah. No big deal."
Evan, you're going to want to sit down. The quarterback is buns.
Yes, it was so bad. I was like, "Oh, I have Utah in the 12 o'clock games. I have Utah and TCU money line.
Better or worse than Mark Gronowski?
Better.
Worse,
Mm.
worse.
I mean, you don't actually think Gronowski's good.
I think he's a good quarterback.
Do
He has
you?
the most wins in Division One history. So tell me where I'm wrong.
You think he's good at throwing
Because
the
you watch
football
one
at the
snap
D1
live
FBS
football,
level?
then because he missed a wide open receiver, you think he's bad?
Is he good? Is he good?
Yes,
pass
he
was
wins.
so bad.
Straight up wins. Alex, I don't need to hear
You're
stats.
lying, dude.
I'm just asking if he won the game. He
If
had
they
2
beat,
rushing
well, he's better than
touchdowns.
Cal Kamanis because he got the QB win. He got the QB
Yep,
win
he got-
stat.
he
If he
got
beats
better
That's the only
Indiana,
stat that matters.
if he beats
Alex, on the
Indiana, he's
road-
better than Mendoza. He could be
On
good.
the road, blackout at the Gers. Come on.
Isn't that third down?
Don't
they, like, They do Little John
Ozzy,
and they get the
Ozzy
threes
Osbourne.
going.
R.I.P.
Going off the Alex, you can get behind this one. You were involved. Pookie, the NFL witching hour, delivered. I haven't watched Red Zone really, but that was an out of body experience. I was like, does this happen every week or is this
Yes.
unique? And I heard all the stats come out that doesn't happen. Like there was a record for
The
special
witching
teams
hour is
touchdowns.
usually very
It
good.
actually
though.
was. It was a record for special
was-
teams touchdowns. They said on the
That's what I'm
broadcast on
saying.
Sunday
It
Night
was-
Football.
An out of body experience. And I was thinking of Evan hot seat for this week. NFL may have been better than college this week. Because that stretch was awesome. Awesome. My last one was Isaiah Rodgers from Minnesota had the best game of all time. So shout out to him. I think
You
he had
really
like
did
2
watch
touch.
a lot of Red Zone.
He had like 2 touch. That's all I watched. There was no Lions. I just sat there and I watched Red Zone. And I was like, this is made for people with ADD because it just goes and it goes and it goes and you have no feel for how an actual game is going. It is kind of
No.
it is cheap. I do agree with our dads in that sense where they're like, it's not really like watching football. I was like, no, you're right. It's a lot different. It's not watching football.
No, it's watching football. It's the best way to watch football.
It's like it was like built for like casuals and like box score watchers. Like, oh, did you see that touchdown? But it's like
awesome
you missed
for fantasy,
everything.
too.
It's good for fantasy. That's probably
It's
it.
great. It's a great TV product. It's great.
We need it for college football. Red Zone.
They used to have a college football like Red Zone.
What?
It's ESPN Goal Line.
Yeah, ESPN Goal Line.
It was live.
Yeah, but I don't
They
think
still
people
have
were like
it?
announcing. They just like bounced around everywhere.
One of my favorite memories as a kid was waking up and watching like the final. What was it called? College football final or something with Lou Holtz and Mark May.
Joey Galloway.
Mark May was the OG, and they would slap their helmet stickers on. And I was like, if a Michigan player got a helmet sticker, I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I was like, wow, he really played well this week. It's like, how naive was I? How naive was I as a kid to think that like those two opinions meant the most in the world? Like if Mark May or Lou Holtz liked your performance, you must have been a good player. Well, all right. That's it for Pookies and Dookies. Any other, I guess?
No.
Nope.
Here comes Saturday night.
Let's start with Lions Ravens. People are saying one of the games of the year so far in the NFL. Why are you looking
Who's
confused,
saying
Alex? I'm saying it. It was one of the games of the years in the NFL.
I'm seeing that a lot of people
They're
were
saying
like it was good
possible
football,
Super Bowl.
but like Lions were just dominated.
Well, I would say as a Lions fan, I'm definitely thinking about going to the Super Bowl now. Not that it really
Gretzky
left
trip
me.
is Super Bowl weekend again.
We've done it again.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but we're skiing 3 days now. So if I missed a little bit of the first day, I wouldn't feel as bad.
Correct.
As long as I don't get too hungover to ski. Can't imagine that happening. But yeah, that was awesome. That was, I think I did some homework, so we'll play a game with you guys, okay? It's called Most Memorable Win of the Lions regular season era under Dan Campbell. Okay?
Okay.
Makes sense. No playoffs. Those are a separate category. The Rams game was the best win I've ever seen. Enough to make grown men go to tears, okay? So that doesn't factor in. I'm just going to rip off all the games I looked at on the schedule from 2021 starting. There's none in 2021, spoiler. The first win versus the Vikings I didn't put on here, even though that was a cool moment to finally get the first win. I'll say, I guess, you want to go by memorable or best? Like, or your favorite?
Just tell us what you picked.
Okay. Home Vikings 2022. You guys were at this game. I thought this game put the Lions on the map in terms of they can sustain winning. J-Mo had his first touchdown. DJ Chark had a cool touchdown. That was when the Vikings were having their great season leading the division. That one was the first one I put on the list.
Next.
So that's a no.
Not the most memorable. No.
This one is currently my favorite still of all time. Regular season was at Packers 2022 to close out the season. I was super happy. It was a divisive day in the group chat. Some people were mad because
Didn't mean anything.
the Rams Seahawks game screwed us with the
It meant
officiating as
everything
well.
looking back.
But it really felt like that was a turning point. We ended Rodgers' career. I listened to Green Bay radio for an hour before I fell asleep. It was awesome. That's my favorite Dan Campbell regular season win of all time. But this one's more impressive. So you can debate impressive, memorable, favorite, whatever. At Chiefs 2023, maybe for you, Alex. I don't know. You were there.
It's up there. I was there.
Not more impressive because Kelsey and Chris Jones were out for me. At Packers 2023, early in the season, we just went in Lambeau. It was never even close.
Thursday night football.
Thursday night football.
That was pretty.
We were up
impressive.
24-3 in the first half. And I was like, wow, I think like we're legit. Like there's no flukes with this team. That was cool. This is a personal one. I don't think you guys will agree. At Chargers 2023, 41-38 shootout. Jim Nantz
game, but like this is not in the conversation.
Benny V was there. Showtime Lions. Jim Nantz, one of the best calls of all time for the Lions. Jim Nantz saying the Showtime Lions. David Montgomery had like an 85-yard run. Next year, going to 2024, at the Vikings early in the season, Jahmyr Gibbs went crazy. They were undefeated. It was you could tell we were the two best teams in the conference.
Game-winning field goal. That was
Alex, you were there. Alex, you were there at Houston. One of the crazier wins we've ever had with Jake Bates, Brick Salesman.
Gave up.
We were dead.
Yeah,
absolutely dead.
Went to bed at halftime.
And then
you turned that one off.
Yes, I went to
Thank
bed
God.
at 10 o'clock on a work
Yeah, that
night,
game was
Alex.
dead. It was Sunday Night Football.
Us
Yeah.
Eastern time people don't
Okay,
get
this
the
one-
luxury that you have.
It's all right. It's only 1 hour.
Correct.
Dude,
And
it's
that
not
1 hour is
the
a
world of
huge
difference.
difference.
Huge.
Alex, when
I
the first
have
quarter
two
ends
left.
and it's already 9 o'clock, and the first quarter ends and it's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, it seems like you have like the rest of your like the whole night to party. 9 o'clock hits you, it's like holy shit, I gotta get to bed within an hour. I have to get up at 6.
Last night's game actually went by really fast. It still was late
We ran
as
the
hell.
ball for
The
225.
first half
Flew by.
Some people don't wake up at 8 o'clock.
This is
to
a
go to work
special
at
one in
9,
my heart.
Alex.
Who wakes up at 8 o'clock to go to work at 9?
You.
What are you talking about?
Did you go to work on
Maybe
Monday?
to us, but it's technically
This
That's
is
a tough
not this
Monday to say.
no.
he
Yeah,
played
like my
Tour
bag.
18. He was playing
I
Maple Leaf
to
Augusta.
I get to work at 8 for one, but I wake up at like 6:15. So it's not like it's crazy different.
Thursday Night Football, the depleted Lions, Pat O'Connor game versus Green Bay 2024. We went for it like psychopaths the whole entire night on 4th down, and we won. That was memorable because it was still big for the division. And then obviously the regular season finale versus Minnesota 2024. Backs against the wall, depleted team 131-9. I know sour taste because of the playoff, but that was it. I mean, Mike Tirico opened the broadcast saying this is the biggest regular season game in NFL history. I mean, hands down. So that one was still pretty cool to go 15-2. So would you say any of those are more impressive than this one, favorite than this one? That was my list. There was no other ones that I thought compared to that, but for me, Packers was my favorite, but this might be the most impressive, honestly.
I think the
Probably
only two
most
that
impressive. I'll give you that.
jump out at me would be the Chiefs opening night, solely because the whole world is watching on opening night, and if
Yeah,
you're
that's
making
pretty cool.
you're making a statement before you knew how good we were. It's like we just beat the defending champions on the road.
First game
don't
after
know.
that Packers game.
We don't know anything about our team. Yes, we're projected to do well. And then I think last year, the Vikings game. Anytime you have a chance to beat your rival at home, Sunday Night Football, to win a division, to raise a banner, win a trophy, I think that speaks more volume than winning a cross-conference regular season Monday night game. Like when we shake it down at the end of the year, I think that game's not going to matter towards tiebreaker because it's NFC versus AFC. So I'd give my edge a little bit towards. I would go Vikings, Ravens, Chiefs in that order of most impressive wins. Chiefs, it
Vikings,
was back
Ravens,
and forth.
Chiefs.
We didn't really
Fair.
dominate that game. Where this last night, I mean, we dominated. We ran for 225 yards on the ground.
We really did. It's kind of crazy the score ended up that close with that backdoor touchdown. That thankfully helped me beat, Benny V in fantasy football. That was huge.
I mean, we got into 12 personnel, 2
yeah.
tight ends. We ran double or duo, I think is what a lot of NFL teams call it, where we're just doubling the 1, doubling the 3, working up to backer, and running a straight up A and B gap. Over and over, we just repeated it. They didn't change their front.
They listened to me.
They didn't change the front. They lined up their defensive end on the outside shade or even head up of their tight end. 2 tight ends on that side. Brock Wright or Laporta would take the end. Now we have Sewell in our guard double teaming to get to the backer. Now we have Glass now in our other guard double teaming the 1 to get to backer. Decker is fanning the outer side end. It's 4 on 2 because you have our 4 interior offensive linemen ish, Sewell or whatever. 3 now we're just doubling to get to both of our middle linebackers. And I know for a fact, if you ask Raekwon Smith, do you want Penny Sewell coming right at you while David Montgomery's coming right behind him? The answer would be no.
No, that's a no from me, dog. Randy Jackson style.
We got cute a little
It
bit.
is a weird thing. I feel like.
Go ahead, you go first.
Well, I was just going to say, I feel like your point about the outside shade, not a huge X's and O's show, but I feel like I've seen the trend where defensive edge rushers are lining up so far outside these days, like way more outside, including Hutchinson, than I've ever seen. And I think it's just because like teams in football don't have like the ability or like stubbornness to run A and B gap. But we are the one psychopath team in the NFL where like we love doing that. And I think we realized that as the game went on. Because there was a point where I texted the group and I was like, we need to stop going east and west. We did that pitch play to Gibbs. Got blown up, I think, by Marlon Humphrey. And I was like, okay, this is an El Romano Ypsilanti football game. We're not going east and west. They have Kyle Hamilton. They got Humphrey. They can run sideline to sideline with us. And then we just, like you said, Evan, we just ran basically the same concept over and over again, A and B gap, and just destroyed them. And we went more Monty over Gibbs, which is fine, depending on the game script, and just obliterated them over with the same play over and over again. It was cool.
We got cute in the first drive, scripted plays, little pass happy, little dump downs. They were in a too high shell, which is figures why Gibbs got his PPR merchant. And then our second drive, derail, straight backwards, backwards pass, forward pass, whatever you want to argue that. That's kind of bull crap. And then after that, we got into our 10-minute offense. Ran the ball right down. Now, granted, they had their best.
I was super pissed about that call live,
but
I think it was right.
I hated it. I would have. I don't know. So hard to tell.
It definitely would have stood. I'm surprised they called it because normally they just err on the side. But if it's even with the line it was released from, it's technically a fumble. And I do think there was enough of a case to say it was even from where it was thrown. It's just the angles on those are always so weird. Alex, your overall takeaways on this football game? What stood out to you?
I think it's just good to see that our identity from last year is just fully back and that week 1 was fake. Ran the ball the way we wanted to on our own terms. It's good to see. Good to see that we got pressure in creative ways. It's not like the defensive ends were just, it's not like Hutchinson was blowing by people. I'll hand up. I did a lot of player watching on 97 yesterday just to see if Evans' hate is justified.
It's justified in the first 3.5 quarters.
What did you guys think?
He didn't have a great game
for a lot of it. He made 2 plays.
But he made two
overall
huge plays that mattered. Then that's all.
Overall,
I really
great
about.
Game. But yeah, definitely was like, all right, I would like to see more early on.
But again, I like how we're finding ways to get to a quarterback that typically in the Dan Campbell history we've struggled with running quarterbacks and kept him in check, sacked him a billion times, which was stunning.
I would.
So it was good to see.
Bad X's and O's and coaching by them. We would do the show blitz and then back out and then rush 3 and have a QB spy, but QB spy would just stand basically at the line of scrimmage. But their guards would go and would look at the QB spy, and then their guards were taught, probably had to be, would taught and just leave and go bail and help your buddy out like at your tackle. And as soon as the guards would leave, that's when our QB spy would get closer to Lamar. Didn't make any sense.
They should just stay pat and wait for the QB spy.
And as soon as you think Lamar's about to go run, just go get him and hopefully Lamar follows you.
QB spy is something that I don't think that Aaron Glenn really liked doing, I believe, is what reporters had said. That's more of a Kelvin Shepard new thing testing out, which is an interesting tweak from coordinator to coordinator.
I think also underrated, a lot of the sacks were because Lamar holds onto the ball and will scramble around forever, which means the coverage had to be pretty good on a lot of those.
I was thinking that in the second
Did you see the stats?
Like, wow, we must be holding up.
Must have been doing all right back there.
Did you see the stat during the game? He, on average, 0.7 throwaways per game, which is the lowest in the NFL. He doesn't throw the ball away. To your point, Alex, he holds on to it.
Which I wouldn't either, because he can get out of anything.
Well, in fairness, he's a runner.
He's the number one player.
Rolled out to the left and flicked it to Bateman on 3rd down, just right in the basket. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Evan, it was tough. I was thinking about your running back take. They said multiple times on the broadcast that he has the best pass rate in NFL history. And I was like, over like what, the last 2 seasons? Like, no. They were adamant, like, ever. And then they flashed the graphic and it was like Mahomes, someone else, it's good.
Rodgers, Burrow, Lamar.
Yeah, it was Rodgers, Mahomes, Burrow, and Lamar was the best. I was like, not sure what goes into pass rate. Feels like they're targeting Evan right now. Feels like they are talking directly to Evan.
He can definitely throw.
Not good enough.
He's sick. I mean, he's a great player.
He's really good.
No, that's what they're missing. This is not a Ravens podcast. They're just missing, they have been forever, just that stud receiver. They just don't have a guy that they can just I mean, I guess it used to be Mark Andrews, and he did kind of have a nice game, ironically. But no, like they just if they just had like a bona fide top 10 receiver in the NFL, I think it would do wonders for their team. But Lamar is also always going to do that bullshit, because this is where we talk about Jared Goff and his limitations. Jared Goff is at a different level of reading the defense and getting through his progressions than a lot of quarterbacks. Like, yes, Alex, it works for Lamar and he has the ability to escape, but like,
why are you saying
he
my
also,
name?
well, because we were talking, you mentioned the point, like, yeah, I would scramble too, because like, I agree, he's so good at it. I was echoing your point of like,
I thought you were going to try to say that I'm saying Goff sucks.
No. I'm saying like Lamar plays like I play video games where you just backpedal 20 yards and try to make something happen. But when it doesn't work in the rare times, it's such a detriment to the team. And that's why they have weird games in the playoffs. Because like I don't think he forces himself to sit in the pocket and read all of his things and just get the ball out when it should and make those throws like Goff does to Laporta. Like everything with Lamar almost has to be this crazy production because he just relies on his legs. And he's gone away with it, but eventually in his career, it's going to catch up to him because like you still have to be able to sit there and read a defense from left to right.
I think he
and,
can read a defense.
No, I'm just saying there's levels to it. Like Goff is operating at the top 1 percentile. And I think you see it in games like this where it's like, yeah, Goff can't do, because everyone just like Goff's not mobile. It's like, but appreciate what he is. He changes the play to line of scrimmage whenever he wants. He basically is a coach on the field. And you watched him on Monday night have a masterclass game of just picking apart a defense with his brain.
Not to mention also people take for granted, he puts the ball in the right spot almost every time. Like when he is making a bad throw, it's usually just like absolute dog shit in the dirt, not even catchable ball, or it's just perfectly exactly where you need it. And we take that.
He doesn't throw a lot of interceptable balls, is a good way to say it.
He just throws them in the dirt if it's going to be incomplete. But some great throws that he made that we just are like, oh, that's normal. That he just, the one he put in Laporta's chest where Troy Aikman was like, it was like he basically handed him the ball.
Yeah, it was sick. Right out of his break. Laporta, I mean, that's a good segue to him. One of his better games of his career. Just the pinnacle of a third down safety blanket. That on that 18-play drive that was, as I think listener Brad said, the best drive in the history of football. No one else can find a better one. Hard to argue. I think Laporta had like 2 or 3, at least 2
third down, and we were throwing it to
kind of long conversions. And it was just money. And also, I think they did highlight it on the broadcast. Underrated. He used to get the knock of like, oh, he's not that good of a blocker. He's a good blocker. He's a plus blocker. Like he's an all-around tight end, I would say. Throwing blocks, and just getting open, catching the ball in the middle of the field. So really, really nice game from Sam Laporta, which I think gets kind of overlooked.
Yeah.
A lot. Especially because last year was a little bit off of his rookie year, but he's still a phenomenal player. What else? Primetime wins. They kind of suck because you're tired the next day, but they're pretty intoxicating. Like I was thinking, like it adds a little bit of juice. If this game happened in the 1 o'clock window, it's not as cool. Like there is something now that we're good. I used to dread these games. Like when we would go play, like didn't we play the Jets on Monday Night Football with Patricia and we had a pick 6 and we just got dusted and you just like hate your life, right? Because you're embarrassed because the country's watching you. We're what, like 12-2 in primetime games under Dan Campbell. They throwing that stat around. Awesome when we play in primetime. I hate being tired the next day, but man, is it cool that like I get to see what everyone nationally gets to love about our team, and like everyone's watching you, and we just ball out every time. Like I expect us to win these big games, which is crazy, but they're awesome. There is an extra juice to that. I had 2 more takes. I'll get them off now. One, on the Hutchinson piece, you can't talk about him in this game without saying that he had the biggest defensive play of the game. Like that was huge. We kind of felt like we were a little bit
play of the game. Forced fumble.
Yeah,
second.
that punch.
To that.
Yeah, because
you could argue there was one other play that was very important.
Jack Campbell
down stand. Yeah, Jack Campbell.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal. That was actually an out of body experience. Derrick Henry not as good of a short yardage back as you would think. He just doesn't move left and right. He just kind of runs straight for it. And if they block it, he's good, but he doesn't.
He's not good. He's just not a good running back anymore.
That's not true. With 1 yard to go, you'd much rather have Gibbs or Montgomery. I was just trying to do it for fantasy purposes. I was letting
a joke.
Evan,
well,
3-0.
Beat anyone.
And Evan and I are the only members of the 400 point club through 3 weeks. So high five.
Well,
Evan.
I got the most points against club going, so that's cool.
Better
Anywho,
defense.
Hutchinson. That's what they say. Hutchinson, the punch. We had just gone three and out, punted it, punched it out of his arms. Huge play. I do think, like, yes, he was more absent than you would want, and he did fall down a couple of times on rushes. I would like to. I'm the Hutchinson stan, I guess, on the show. Like, I'm going to try to find any angle I can. The angle I'm choosing to find tonight is I still think we need to give him some grace coming back from this injury. In the sense, I was pulling this up. They haven't updated week 3 for him yet, but he did play 93% of snaps. I saw on Twitter. I think we have to keep in mind how much we're asking this dude to do relative to the rest of the league. And now, Evan, your guy, Crosby's a freak. He plays 99% of snaps, and he's still a beast. So he's an outlier. And again, not arguing that Hutchinson's remotely, to his level. He's still working to get there. But it is crazy, and this number is only going to go higher because he played 93%. Like, we are asking him to do things at a higher level, at higher like snap count level than a lot of other people, right back from completely shredding his leg in half. Like, there is no easing. There's no Brian Burns playing 75%, Jared Verse. Like, we're still getting, like, he's just in the deep end again. Which again, that's the expectations we have from him. That's the only thing I'm keeping in mind to like remind myself if he's slow at times. It's like, he's got to be winded out there at times, because getting himself back into game shape, you can work out all off season you want, but when you come back from such a devastating injury, this is the angle I'm holding on to now. But again, you saw him come on late, huge, no complaints about that. Got the strip, got the sack the next drive to kind of start that drive out on the wrong foot. But that's the one thing I was looking up, because I'm like, he's out there all the time. And I was watching other games on Red Zone and other things. I'm like, these guys aren't out there the whole time. That's
He still has to be better.
For sure. If he wants to get paid, if he wants to get paid like a top 5 guy, which that's the standard he's probably holding himself to, yeah, he does need to do a little bit better. But honestly, like I said, I'm not leaving that game thinking that 97 played poorly. I'm thinking like, wow, he was pretty quiet, but then made, like, when it's come to winning time, when we needed plays, he made the biggest plays.
Now, if he doesn't make those 2 plays,
well,
probably having a different conversation.
If my aunt. So, I mean, we're going to live in.
That's hot. I'm with
He's certainly not off to the same start as last year.
I want production.
Thank you. That's a good Hutch stand.
I want production.
Cody with the C. Great hat. Great hat.
He got that long time.
But in fairness,
yeah, I know. I remembered that.
Aiden Hutchinson is behind Grant Stewart in tackles. Still behind Marcus Davenport in tackles and Pat O'Connor in tackles. Just FYI.
I have one question for you, Evan.
Just
kind of serious, kind of joking.
Just FYI. I'm ready for it now.
Are we judging him off of tackles now or sacks? Because I feel like early in his career it was only sacks, and now I feel like recently you've been on the tackle train, and I'm just trying to keep up with what I need to be rooting for.
Important stats. I don't care about your goddamn pressures. Get that out of my face. I don't care about QB hits. Okay, I want.
Alex, he had some good ones, though, didn't
he? If he truly is playing 100% of the downs, okay, he should be in on more run downs. He should be in on more run tackles.
That's fair.
I get if they run away from him. Okay, completely opposite. Whatever. He's got responsibilities. Okay, but I need more tackles at the line of scrimmage. That's
fair.
what I care about right now.
That's an area of growth for him, no doubt.
I don't think, on your side, I don't think he has that burst yet. I don't think he's that game ready. I don't know if he trusts himself yet to get that burst and his quick movement. Like this time last year, I mean, his body and his speed off the edge was one of the best in the league. He does not look like that same person off the edge.
Yeah, he was thinner last year.
Does not look like the same.
Yeah.
So I understand why
the
sack production's not going to be there. But some of the pass drops, like, I can live with him almost getting there because means he's almost there. It means his body's almost there. But when there's times that he's getting absolutely mauled, maybe take a play off, buddy. Catch your breath a little bit. But if you're down there on first and second down and there's one play at you, there's no need for you to get your butt kicked. Like, get in there on the run. Stuff the run, stand the wall, hold your ground. Let's be that all-pro defensive lineman that you should be.
I think that's actually a good point. Knowing him at Michigan too, I think the kid is just like so prideful and like staying out there no matter what. And we know he's like played through some injuries in the past before his really bad one. Like I think in his mind, he'd rather like give a 60% effort on a rep because he's so gassed. Yeah. Well, it is his 100, but he's so gassed than like just coming off. Like I think he looks at it as a sign of weakness to come off the field when maybe. But to be fair, with Davenport out, we have like Derek Barnes has to be our edge rusher or the Lacey kid. That, well, no, he's our two. So he's always out there.
Mohammed's going to start every single game until
he retires. If Hutch comes off, Barnes or Lacey.
I didn't realize you guys were talking about that.
It's the guy that we just picked off.
Yeah, that Lacey guy had a pressure.
Stop. Pressures are the worst stat in America.
Yeah.
They do matter, though, a little
Hutch's
bit.
pressure, though, got Muhammad one of his sacks. He flushed Lamar right into the guy, which is what I've been asking for the other side of Hutch for years.
Okay, but
pressure run away from Hutch because they know he's barreling down.
Quarterback, and he can still complete a 50-yard touchdown pass, Alex. That pressure doesn't matter.
It's a stat that we can't overlook.
It's a stat we can 100% overlook.
Fight.
Alex, you know what's better than a pressure? A sack.
A forced fumble.
Just get there. Be better and get there sooner.
But not all sacks are created equal.
I 100% agree. Because if
some
Hutchinson
sacks are
got
like,
a half a sack,
no one said they were equal.
Nasaki, whatever how you pronounce Noah, whatever his name is.
Nowaski.
Yeah, Nowaski.
Great breakdown of his hips there. That was sick.
If Hutchinson got a half a sack, rewarded a half a sack for that play, I'm flying to New York to change the NFL correction stats myself.
Why do you want him to be so bad?
I was praying he got a half there. If I was still doing stats, he's getting a half there for sure, just because he's my guy. I would never admit it, though, but he for sure is getting a half.
Because our keyboard Lion fan warriors would be sitting there and be like, oh, Hutchinson finished the game with 1.5 sacks.
But why do you care?
The Lions fans need to be humbled 24/7, and that's what I'm here to do.
You're one of the people that sometimes needs to be humbled too.
Give me a situation where I need to be humbled at, based off of just the Lions. I'm not talking any other.
Go back and read some texts.
Based just off of the Lions.
I go back and read some Lions texts from this off season.
Well, it's tough because my most immediate one I would think is the stretch where we were down on their defense last year, but then we ended up losing to the Commanders.
Yeah,
but
sucked.
I would say post the Vikings win 31-9 Aaron Glenn masterclass. Yeah, no, then when we beat the Vikings and only gave up 9 points, that's when I was like, all right, Evan, that would be your moment. But then they blew it in the playoffs. So I guess
might have said that we're not beating the Vikings the following week, but I also think I said this defense is not good enough to win the Super Bowl. That was my point coming off of that 49ers game.
So, wrong and right.
Wrong and right.
You also have made jokes that we were not going to make the playoffs this season, which you could still be right about.
But his official predictions were always positive, so
yes,
I can't count those.
It's too early to
Alex, I just don't like the fans that
pull up anything you've said this year thus far, but
Alex, I don't like blindly following
Evan, it's better for all of us. Hutchinson's good.
I 100% agree. I don't like blindly following a player or a team and to see like nothing is wrong with them.
Just like Mark Gronowski.
But it's like a bit. He knows he's not good.
He struggles to complete a pass.
Like QB wins being the only thing that matters.
He had 2 rushing touchdowns. Just said he throws His team won.
That's
on the road in Big Ten football.
That
he has a better record in the Big Ten than Michigan State.
Forced fumble, sack, team won.
For now.
Team won.
For now.
I'd like to see Hutchinson on goal line as the quarterback.
Evan, I think you're delayed a little bit.
Bye.
Evan, you know what matters for Aiden Hutchinson as well?
Back quick.
I was just going to tell him that the only stat that matters for Hutchinson is wins. He's getting a lot of them.
Well, he's not going to count any of the ones last year when he was out, so that would have been a lot. So unfortunately, Hutch is probably like a 500 Lions player. Like he probably doesn't have that good of win and loss.
Look back.
What matters, Alex? What matters with Hutchinson?
Wins.
The team did win, yes.
Yeah, so he wins.
Evan, correct. I have a good spin zone for you. I did the argument for you while you were gone.
I don't need that.
I said Honestly, though, Hutch doesn't have that many wins because Evan probably doesn't count the ones where he was injured. So Hutch is probably like a below 500 Lions player or right at 500.
Did not contribute. Didn't do anything.
And he was there in the dark ages still.
Yep. He's got his 4 wins last year before he got injured.
He wasn't there for the 1-win season.
3-win season. Please watch your mouth.
Whatever. It was basically one.
This was another. I have 2 things left. Another stat. There was so many on Twitter, but this one was a little different. The yards before contact, though. This is from Fantasy Pros. Montgomery and Gibbs, the 2 most yards before contact in the entire NFL, which is pretty insane. Obviously, last night inflates that a little bit, but 6 yards averaging before contact for David Montgomery here. So offensive line got a little beat up by the Packers, a little young, a little bad communication. Great last 2 weeks. And that's a huge stat
yards
for us.
before contact is the column before 205 yards before contact.
Total for Montgomery, 6 per attempt, which I think might be crazier. 6 yards.
That's for the season.
Yes, the entire season.
I see that now.
And Gibbs is 2, which is nuts.
David Montgomery more 50-yard runs than Jahmyr Gibbs. So who's the better running back?
Oh, that is wild.
They're both very good.
I 100% agree. It's a miracle that the NFL. It's a miracle that the NFL let us have both.
Yeah,
Montgomery would be the best.
I was always in on Gibbs, Alex. Always.
Cody said
85% of teams.
Did Wilkins
There's a humble Alex.
Wyatt say that? Was thank you Jamal Williams' agent, because that was a blessing that he asked for too much money. Blessing.
He's not even in the league.
Really?
Dude, what team is he on?
I would assume the Saints, but I guess not.
I think they cut him.
I think he's unemployed.
And I've seen Bears fans getting mad at DeAndre Swift every single week, and finally they're realizing what we did. He has like 0 vision. So it just feels good that our GM makes the right decisions on these guys.
But he can't draft.
Crazy Hail Mary.
He's on a practice
for a flea
squad.
flicker. Oh.
Dude, he throws a good spiral.
Who?
Montgomery throws a good spiral.
Oh, yeah, it's tight. Tight spiral.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of a huge trick
he's
play.
unemployed.
Flipping burgers.
Well,
Speaking of a trick play, Amon-Ra. It's Amon-Ra, right? I have to get it right. Yeah, Amon-Ra.
Yes.
We talk about him, I think, every year, and I think I have had the same thing over the last couple of years about we need to really appreciate his greatness. It really hit me again, though, in this game. He didn't have the craziest stat game like the Bears, but I was just looking around all the talent, not only on our team, but on that field, and thinking about like the high profile of the draft picks. Like Jared Goff played phenomenal. Jared Goff was also the first pick in the NFL draft. Gibbs, phenomenal, high pick. J-Mo, good, high pick. Laporta, second round. Branch, second round. I think Montgomery was drafted pretty high by his team. Our offensive lineman, Sewell, high. Hutch, high. This guy, St. Brown, is probably, pound for pound, one of the best players on that entire football field, and he was drafted in the 4th round. I just feel like that just goes. I don't know. I think we just get so used to him being so good that we forget that he was just a 4th round like throwaway. Like he's day 3 of the NFL draft when people don't give a shit, and we just drafted him, and he's awesome. And he honestly, you could make the case hit Panay maybe, but like most important overall on our team for the culture too of like how hard he works, how he blocks. All that, because like there was clips of people were going around properly giving J-Mo his credit on some of those long runs, and J-Mo throwing nice blocks downfield. J-Mo doesn't do that if Amon-Ra is not like a captain on this team and in that wide receiver room. Like he sets the standard. Don't make that face, Alex.
No, J-Mo's known for that in college. So
yeah, but I'm telling you, there's something when you watch other wide receivers in the league, they just get there and it's all about their money. And I'm not saying Amon-Ra doesn't like to make money. But like he has that mentality where like I think he just likes it's just about winning. It's about working hard. He likes the media and does all that stuff. But like he just brings it every single time. And he's a 4th round pick and he's awesome. And I think it's fair to say I was looking at some other people. He probably is the best, easily our lifetime. Maybe history. I have to do more. But Barry Sanders was a high round pick. Obviously, Calvin Johnson. He's probably the best draft pick in Lions history in terms of value where he was drafted and what he's produced so far through a young career. Like he still has a long way to go. I'd have to look and see if there's other like 4th or 5th rounders out there. But in terms of value of what you've got from that pick on the field, the best.
And
That was just my note.
How reliable he is, how durable he is, also plays an effect. Best abilities accountability or best abilities availability, and he's out there every single week.
Playing through injuries too in his career. I saw someone ask, they were like, if it was if you had to have a reception, is it just him and then maybe Chase and Jefferson ahead of him? Like, are those the top 3 receivers in the NFL like you would trust with your life if you had to make a completion maybe on 3rd and 8 across the middle? I'm biased. I would take him 1 just because I've watched it so many times, but I think those are the other 2 right answers. CD Lamb? No, CD Lamb drops. CD Lamb has drops.
Whoa.
He's known for that.
Oh.
I just thought about that, but in week 1, he had a bunch of drops.
Yeah.
If Amon-Ra drops, I think something's wrong with him. I assume he's concussed or injured.
I agree.
He needs to be carted off.
I had already planned things out.
Nebraska. Let's go fast. Although I did write down a lot. I wrote a lot of takeaways. Did we not suck?
Did we get beat that bad? Nebraska outplayed Michigan on that graphic.
Bull crap.
That's the first time I've looked at that graphic and thought I'm not sure what the
Nebraska's run defense was absolutely atrocious. Take number 1. Michigan's run offense good.
Nebraska's Big Ten record against teams above 500. Matt Rule's Big Ten wins. Against the bottom feeders of the Big Ten. He hasn't beaten anybody with a winning record in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably 0. Is it 0?
He might have had. It's 2 or 3.
I thought you had the stat already.
No, I don't. I just want to state my fact. People need to go and look at actual dissect Nebraska and Matt Rule, his actual wins versus. He hasn't beat anybody worth noting.
But year 3 Matt Rule, Evan, the rule of 3. It's his 3rd year. Did you see what he did at Temple and Baylor?
It ain't happening. It'll happen in 2 weeks because he'll beat some team in green and white. But
yeah, I think
Nebraska's still unserious. They're not good. And if you're going to, I'm not going to let you sit here and tell me that Nebraska's a good football team and some great win. My main takeaway from this is that Nebraska is not good. My other takeaway is that Michigan's not bad, but Nebraska is not good.
I mean, if they go 8, what's 8 and 4? What's an 8 and 4 football team? They might go 9-3.
My takeaway
they go 9-3. Are they good?
Because of a cupcake schedule or what?
I don't know. I mean, they lose to the ranked teams on their schedule, and then they.
But they're not a serious contender for anything.
I agree with that.
No, but if you told me they went 10-2, I wouldn't be crazy. They could beat USC at home.
Don't think so.
Because I don't know if USC is tough. And Nebraska can throw.
I think USC is better than you give credit for.
I would say right now, but USC is not tough.
USC can get to the quarterback. And Nebraska
I do know that.
You've watched half of USC football?
I've dabbled. I box score watched their Purdue game.
So didn't impress me. None. They have their defensive line is good. They're tough there.
Okay. I still think they could lose in Nebraska at Nebraska. But Nebraska could lose to Maryland on the road. They could do that.
Nebraska is, in my opinion, just a 50-50 team, middle of the pack.
I don't think they're going 6-6.
No, they're a 50-50 team. It's every game they play against a middle opponent is 50-50. They could win all of those.
I see. I think they're a little above that.
I mean, what? You think they're the 4th, 5th best team in the Big Ten? 6th? Ohio State, Oregon, Penn 7. State, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan.
I think Illinois is lower than that. I would like to see Illinois and Nebraska play football. That would be, I guess, where I'm at. I would like to see the outcome of that game.
I would like to see Washington.
I think Washington might be better than Nebraska, depending on how they go. They also haven't played a Pulse. But we'll learn a lot about them against Ohio State. I don't know. I think Nebraska's going to go 8-4. They could go 9-3. That's where I think they're at. If that's bad in your mind. But I think first of all, overall, just winning on the road is pretty big if you're not Northwestern.
I don't think they're bad. I just don't think they're serious.
No, they may not be serious, but it's still a great win.
Great is a stretch. Good win. If you have the goals you guys have, this cannot be a great win. You got to have bigger goals than that.
That's making the playoff is the goal, and Cade McNamara's team did the same thing in
this
Lincoln.
This was a stepping stone win. but not a great win.
That's a great win. Big Ten opener on the road. That was their Super Bowl. That was talked about in Lincoln for the entire offseason. Like, that's
Thankfully,
the barometer.
Your head coach wasn't there.
We're still doing that narrative.
Well, that's what your fans are doing, so why can't I do it?
I have not seen fans doing that.
Your fans want Biff full time.
No, they do not. No, they don't. You're
no,
not.
they do not.
No, they don't. You're not plugged in if that's what you think. If that's
Find
what you've
out.
seen, you're in a weird feed. Biff had the worst coaching blunder potentially of all time I've ever watched in a game on my team.
I saw it.
Atrocious. Evan's a coach. Evan,
Sure
if
is
you're in that
blunders.
situation, call timeout to force a punt. Don't just gift him a
Absolutely.
Hail Mary. Never gift a Hail Mary. It was insane.
Pretty cool.
You were going through takeaways, Alex, before we got derailed, so I don't know if you have any more.
Yeah.
If you want
I
to
have more.
chop down my win, you can continue to chop down my win.
I still don't think Dylan Raiola is like overly can win a game by himself special. You try to tell me that you think he is.
I actually do think he's solid. I think he's getting way
I think
too
he's
much
good.
hate.
I think
I
he's
do.
a good quarterback. I don't think he's like team on his back ready yet.
Okay, they didn't win, but like I don't know what else he was supposed to do. That kid got his tackles were in his lap the entire game. I don't know physically what you're supposed to do in that game. What I watched, that kid had no chance and still put up 300. Was it inflated by a Hail Mary and some a garbage time drive? Yes, but I thought he was fine. I think he's a good quarterback.
Next takeaway. I'm just going to be the negative guy for this because I know you're just going to Michigan for this win.
Yeah, you humble us, and then I'll say what I like. That was good.
Yeah. Passing attack for Michigan's dog shit. It's still not good. I don't know who's going to tell me otherwise. It's still bad because your receivers
That's
are
fair.
not very
They can't
good.
catch.
You can't throw. Well, you
Two
can
guys
throw.
can catch.
Your quarterback can throw. Your guys can't
Yeah.
catch the football.
Two guys can
I
catch.
think Bryce Underwood was like 12 of 25 for like 100 yards. Like just an embarrassing passing attack. Still, quarterback, no
Yeah.
quarterback, doesn't matter. Your receivers stink. That's the biggest problem. One flower takeaway. Your running game's still good. Good for you.
Justice
Nebraska's
Haynes,
defense
good
was
football
also
player.
atrocious run defense. I don't know if they're just you guys are that good or if their concepts and all that was that bad, but like the holes I could run through for 6 yards. Now they
Yeah.
take them 50, but I could at least get 6
Yeah.
on some of those holes. You could drive a truck through them.
It was trenches were the game. This game was billed the whole week as 2 5-star quarterbacks. Didn't really matter. Mattered the big boys in the middle. And it was good to see that Michigan still has that button to push on the road in the Big Ten against, again, what I would say you can call them middle of the pack. You can call them slightly
We'll
above
call
average.
them middle
whatever.
of the pack. That's what we
It's
call it.
fine. A
Still
respectable
proven
program.
otherwise. Not really.
The Bussin' Bowl rivalry game. And you still went belt to ass in the trenches. So that was good to see that they can win a game like that. Opened up the playbook more, continued to do that. QB runs, especially when it mattered at the end of the game. The QB draw obviously early, which was huge. Good to see Bryce use his leg. He's a freak athletically. You have to continue to lean on that if you're not going to throw for more with the receiving core. To Alex's point, I mean, if you look at the Michigan text, it's just like mother effing the receivers for being atrocious. There was at least 5 drops, like legitimate drops. So he should have gone 17 to 22 for probably almost 200 yards. One was a great catch by McCulley. His foot was out by less than a pubic hair. So really not much. I mean, that's not his fault. McCulley and Marlon Klein are the only 2 people on this football team that you're confident the ball is in the air traveling towards them that can do it. Goodwin kid had a tough day. Bryce also threw him an absolute dime in the end zone. Nasty third down throw that hit his hands, should have been caught for a touchdown. So again, if you have receivers, to your point, Alex, it's not necessarily the quarterback throwing the ball, it's the guys trying to catch it. That was my takeaway, at least. I think long term, if you're doing a takeaway, that Andrew Marsh, number 4, needs to play more out of the bye week. Normally is when you start to get freshmen more involved, have them come on. He can just be the second receiver, honestly, for all I care. I mean, I think that has to be on the table. You need to see something. I was even saying this is an inside drama. Not really inside, not that much drama. But I tweeted randomly throughout the game. I just said, I would like to see Peyton O'Leary play. He was number 81, white kid last year, had that sick catch against Ohio State on the sideline. I think he was a former walk-on. He liked the tweet. I think he wants to play a little bit too. I think he wants some more run out there. He was searching his name on Twitter. I was like, I think I phrased it, at this point, I'd rather see Peyton O'Leary play. Give me someone that has sure hands. and he found it this week and he liked it. So maybe give 81 some looks. Give me like a little Wes Welker over the middle guy that's just going to catch the ball and go down for 5 yards. I'd rather have that. Edge rushers, switching Barham to edge. I really think that was the biggest takeaway from the game. That continued to look fantastic against better competition. I think that can change the trajectory of this defense the entire way. One downside, I'm being honest, self-scouting. He still is struggling to set the edge in the run game. Gets a little sloppy, tries to go inside. You can hit him with an outside zone. So maybe a hat tip for Michigan State in a few weeks. Just run at him.
We're going to run outside zone 55 times in that game.
I would just run it at him because sometimes he's good in the run game, but he can get sloppy and not set the edge. But their offensive tackles had no answers for Barham and Moore and the rest of the defensive line. 2 guys stock up. Cole Sullivan, sweet linebacker. Jaden Sanders, freshman, defensive back, great game. Zavada back in the win column. Ernest Hausman, best tackler on our team. Credit to him. He's awesome. When we do have bad tackling, he always gets it right. Already talked about the clock management. I'm not also sure why on that Hail Mary we had our edge rusher, TJ Guy, in coverage. That also made no sense.
That back and lateral stuff.
That's what it reminded me of. And then, Alex, to your point, well, you're going to like this, not your point, but you're going to like this, the lack of discipline still being worked out of this team, which is a clear also thing that Michigan fans are actually mad about, comparing them to Jim Harbaugh eras. That gesture you're talking about that cost them almost the game in a way. Like that game was dead after that. It was 3rd and 16 after the Cole Sullivan, again, shout out to him, tackle, and we just go air hump. Cam
bad culture over there in Ann Arbor. Bad culture.
Called it the Hillman hump, which made me laugh. I think the biggest alarming thing to me is that he didn't get yanked out of the game when I do think we have other safeties that can play. That hasn't never happened again. I mean, full stop, that was bad, and that will lose you a football game at some point. So that certainly does make the culture stuff a little concerning. Hopefully it doesn't come that close, but it might. You never know. That's why you can't take those chances in those games. Yeah, that was it. Justice Haynes, I think I mentioned him briefly, but off to an all-time start for a Michigan running back. So we'll see if he can keep it going.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Pretty fast.
The drive to end the game was awesome. It was like 16 plays, milked over 10 minutes of the clock. That was good to see from a young team that we can still do that. So, any other, Evan? I know Alex and I just talked your ear off, but not sure if you had any thoughts on it.
Biggest takeaway, to rebuttal Alex, you're talking about how the forward pass or the passing attack is dog crap. At least with this Michigan team, you have a quarterback that's able to throw the ball downfield vertically, so there's always that risk or that
chance
defense
of it being completed.
Correct, 100%. Where years in the past, you just knew it was never going to happen. But if I'm a team and I'm running the ball for over 200 yards in Big Ten on the road, I don't have to worry about the forward pass. Shout out to Michigan's guards in tackles, getting to the second level, getting hands on a linebacker, creating a crease, and going.
Crippen. Center Crippen.
My big takeaway is I think Nebraska's not as good. I think Michigan's better than what they are coming out of this game.
I like that. You guys are blowing steam right now.
I think Michigan's better. After that game, I think Michigan probably made a statement. I think a lot of people will probably look at Michigan completely different after that game than what they did beforehand.
Bad news is we find out like nothing about Michigan. Well, I guess you get USC, right?
So we have a bye week, and then Wisconsin, and then USC.
Wisconsin's
so you have one hard game. Play Washington at home
after USC before
so maybe 2 tough games left on the year before Ohio State. So I don't know how much we're going to be able to learn. But
I ranked the games.
Sneaky.
No, get out of here. Maryland's not good.
Yeah, Maryland is
sneaky. Hyping up their quarterback in preseason, bro. Come on.
No, he's good.
Me?
Yes.
I did. I hyped him up.
It was not me.
It was Alex.
I will never take Maryland serious. I've said that for 5 years.
Until we lose to them at Ford Field this
year. They beat Wisconsin, dude. What are we talking about?
To miss our bowl.
That is Alex's take.
They beat Wisconsin, dude.
They're going to beat us, and we're not going to go to a bowl because of it on the last freaking day of the season.
That would be full circle for Alex. That would
Talk
be
about
I'll try to go to that game
already.
I ranked the toughest games remaining on our schedule before Ohio State.
1
at USC, home Washington. USC. Yep, that's the toughest game left before Ohio State.
I think that's a cakewalk.
Well, good news is, Grant, you won't kick off at 11 p.m. because it's Michigan.
It seems like it. Yeah,
I
Michigan,
think
refuses to play at those times.
correct. Ward Manuel said we don't play at 11 o'clock, and they listen to him, I guess.
Yeah,
So
and they
I'll
said
give
that
them
we
credit
don't
for
play
that.
Michigan also said we don't play Fridays, and they said fine.
No, they don't
Correct.
play
That's been
Friday
like
home
for years.
games. Friday home games.
No, they don't
They'll
play Fridays at all, Evan.
I don't think we played Friday in my life.
They don't play Fridays at all. They said that. and then
Technically,
Big Ten was
according to the
like, fine.
contract, it says Ohio State, Penn State, and Michigan won't play Friday home games because it's too much of a hassle and traffic for home games. There's no freaking
Ann Arbor
difference.
Pioneers right there.
There's no difference
right
between
there.
they can play an away game. Tell Pioneer you're not playing this week.
Michigan will never be in a Friday.
Never.
That's correct. No, we're just not big, Alex. Small fish in a big pond.
At USC, home Washington, at Michigan State, third, at Maryland, fourth, home Wisconsin, home Purdue, at Northwestern. That is biggest games in order until Ohio State.
Evan, also just a little reminder. Not really a reminder, but like when you get mad about game times and when I get mad about game times, apparently Michigan State has the third highest viewership in the Big Ten. So they put us in any slot they want because they know people are dumbasses will tune in.
You guys are sickos.
That's why they put us at 11 because their Fox is like, oh, we know will be awake.
Yeah, it will be.
We were.
My last stat, what
so
Evan
who
said
would-
about
so-
the threat of the pass.
So who's the only two teams above us? Michigan, Ohio State?
No,
Ohio
USC,
State
Washington.
No.
Not Ohio, this was before Ohio State.
I'm sorry, Grant. I'm asking Alex this question.
Views. Michigan, Ohio
I think
State.
it was Ohio State, Penn State, and Michigan was 4.
Nah, that's not true. Oh, this year?
No, in
I don't
general.
know.
Last like 5 years.
Well, yeah,
Michigan's-
the Walmart fans don't know
No,
how to
that's
plug in
not
their
true.
TV in, so...
I'll debunk that in a second. Michigan's the most watched program, I think, in the last 5 years.
I'll have to find it. Maybe
Because
Michigan
they played in the
Ohio
Alabama
State 1
game.
and 2.
They played in the
3.
title.
Penn State 4. We were ahead of someone that I was surprised. I mean, being third was surprising enough.
I don't care about those stats. They do nothing for me. If only
No,
5
I'm
people
telling
watch
you-
Michigan,
I was telling Evan
then
what they
I would
were
enjoy it.
because that's why we get all these dumb. That's why we had 15 primetime games the last 2 years and we've been dog shit.
My last stat to Evan's point about being able to worry about the pass, Michigan has as many 30-yard plays this year that they had all of last year through 4 weeks. So
Yeah.
that just kind of tells the whole
I
entire
would
season
hope
right
so,
there.
dude. You guys sucked last year.
Correct, but that was the hope that we had this year.
They sucked so
was that
much
it
last
has to
year
get
that they
better.
beat us.
But your defense got worse.
I still don't know. I don't know if our defense got that
don't
much
know if
Your
it
worse.
did.
defense got worse, dude.
You still think that after 4 weeks?
Yes.
Like percentage wise, like 5% worse?
I don't know how you would do a percentage wise. I don't know what that means, but
Well,
I
like,
think the defense you
Matt,
have this
like-
year is worse than the defense
Like-
that you had last
Like
year.
we had a 10% decrease in eye test from
Like
last
I
year.
felt
don't
like when
know.
I watched your defense last year that they would give up like 14 or less every game. This year, I think they're like a mid 20s.
Maybe.
low 20s.
To be fair, Nebraska's
Defense.
that's like a box score nightmare because that should have been
Well, yeah, they had to-
14, 17 points probably, realistically.
Well, Nebraska had a guy run out of the back of the end zone. This should have been a touchdown.
You did. But I think that was also part of the personal foul drive. I don't know. Either way, it was
whatever.
a
I just don't
weird
think your
game.
defense is as good. I think your offense is a little better.
Yeah, could
Not
be.
crazy better.
Defense isn't bad, though.
I think the defense is building
think
to
the defense
something
is
nice.
No, I don't think the defense is bad. I don't think you're
I think
bad.
they're-
I think you're like the
I think they're-
4th, 5th best team in the Big Ten.
Ooh,
Oh,
I don't want to be. I don't want to be fifth. That would hurt.
you're better than Penn
Can-
State automatically.
Well, that would be.
Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, Indiana. You're 5th.
Oh, we got to be fourth then. That hurts. I can't be worse than Indiana. We beat
They
Indiana.
beat
this
you
year.
last year.
Correct, but last year doesn't matter.
Oh,
Then stop referencing last year like every single time we talk about Michigan football.
Well, when I compare the defense year over
No,
year,
there's no
sure.
comparisons. We're just in a new year.
Okay, I think they're
I
good.
think Indiana right now in a neutral field is favored over Michigan.
No
I'd
way, no shot. Now they might win, but that spread is probably 3.5,
But
4.5.
why? Based on what?
Better talent.
Indiana is good and they have talent.
I agree. No one, I think, likes Indiana more than me. That's not a fan of them.
And they have better coaching at every single level of coaching. They are better.
I do think Cincinnati's better, but I'm just telling you they wouldn't be favored. I told you they could win the game. They're not going to be favored on like.
Okay,
the
I don't
books.
give a Vegas.
Well, that's
does.
what
I'm
you
telling
said.
you, when Alex makes the line, Indiana's favored, and Indiana beats Michigan on a neutral field.
I don't think so.
Right.
But I want to see that game. I want
because
to
you
see
beat
the game.
Nebraska. You're right.
No, because I think our defensive line presents them challenges that Illinois couldn't do.
Yeah, so they go to from 63 to 49.
I think Mendoza had all day, and I think we run the ball on them. We run the ball. We shrink the game.
It certainly would be a much closer game, but I'll give the team that made the playoff last year the benefit of the doubt. We almost beat them last year. You didn't. You didn't beat them.
Sure, but Michigan's better than this year. And so was Indiana, I think. Yeah. Probably a field goal game.
Yeah, I think it'd be close, and I think Indiana would win. Go Hoosiers.
We'll never know.
Could be a Big Ten title game.
Oh,
maybe.
I doubt
it will not.
Could be.
Not that good.
What if Washington beats Ohio State? We start moving the gears.
Still have Oregon and Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State, though, Evan said they're bad, and they never win big games.
No, that's bias.
Well, Penn State is actually not good.
No.
11 o'clock wide receiver tight end for Penn State. Name me one.
I have one, but I'm not going to say it.
The kid from Syracuse.
Yeah, because I told you. But. Yeah, exactly.
Pena.
We'll find out 7:30 on NBC.
Michigan State, USC. Where are you guys at for this game? Can't comment that much. I didn't watch a lot of it. I watched the first half, fell asleep to start the third quarter. Watch highlights afterwards. Seems like the fan base hates the defense.
Our defense did not come prepared. I didn't like the way we were lined up in some formations where they got to pull both guards or guard and tackle. Our pass rush is not there, so our secondary looks worse than what it actually is. But if you're not generating any pass rush, it's hard for young 18 to 19-year-olds to hold up. We did lose our starting linebacker. Did lose starting safety.
Bad call.
Did lose starting defensive end.
Yep. Not excuses. That USC was so bad.
All in the first half.
Would have been able to score no matter what. You got to be our rush defense looks like Nebraska's. You got to be able to stop the run on a more consistent basis, regardless of who your opponent is. You got to make teams one dimensional. If a team wants to throw for 500 yards, let it rip. Have at it. Okay, but you can't be able to give up 200 yards on the ground. Average 11 yards per carry, I think. And then when you have opportunities to get off the field, you got to be able to capitalize. And this team, over the last 5 or 6 years, cannot get off the field on third down or fourth down, regardless of the situation, regardless of who's out there. The defense struggled. My biggest takeaway after this is well, shit, I don't know who we are going to be able to stop in the Big Ten.
I'll find someone. Well, Alex talks.
Yeah, I think. First of all, worst defense I've ever seen.
UCLA. Got it.
Homecoming.
Second of all, I'm not ready to say that the run defense is going to just be like that. It was terrible, but I don't know if we were just so stressed out about the pass game that we just forgot out about the run game too. We were just didn't know what we were doing. Didn't have a game plan.
Than pass. USC is more run than pass for the first time in Lincoln Riley's career.
Yeah, no, I get it. But I'm not gonna make sweeping declarations about the run defense after one game. I don't think that's fair because the run defense was good in all the other games. So I'm not just gonna. I'm gonna hope that was just a burn the tape moment that the
inferior opponents in all the other games.
I get that, but also USC I think is probably one of the better offenses in the Big Ten. So
I also
glass
half full. I'm with Alex. Biggest test so far. Did I expect to win this game? No. Did you get me a little too excited after we were up 7-3 and we had a scripted drive and we scored a touchdown? Absolutely. Now, everyone wants to blame the defense, but also if you look at the box score you're watching, we only scored 3 points from the time after we scored our first touchdown until the end of the third quarter. So whose fault is it? You're not playing complimentary football.
Wow.
We had 10 points going in midway through the third quarter.
Yeah. I mean, I think the offense did well enough. They did not execute every drive, but that's expected. They're still, first time playing together as an offense. They're still getting better, and I still think
we can't have 3 and outs. We can't have 3 and outs when our 3 and outs are negative total yards on that drive. Can't have it. You gotta be able to get a first or two down, 1 or 2 downs.
Pass pro is not great. Still, it's getting better, but it's not great. That was the first real D line that they played. I thought the run game was significantly better in the second half.
Second half, third quarter was nice.
They ran the ball very effectively in the third quarter. Aiden Childs is a very good quarterback. It's a shame that we are probably not going to win anything significant with him, but he's very good. Nick Marsh, non-factor, kind of weird. Don't know if he was just a decoy. We didn't even use him as a decoy. We didn't throw him the ball.
Except for the first drive.
I think the coaching was wildly questionable at times. It's 8 minutes left and you're down 14 and we're just running the ball every play. No urgency whatsoever. I'm like, dude, what are we doing? Let's go. Defensive coaching was atrocious, like Evan said. No faith in that unit whatsoever. Don't know if Joe Rossi is a bad coach, if the talent is just so bad. We don't have any talent on defense. I think that's fair to say. We had 2
Malik
players.
Spencer made a nice play in the first half that I watched. Maybe 2. He had 2 nice hits.
Okay, but again.
But you also see him as a safety. He runs up and tries to get the curl or dig route while there's a deep post running right behind your ass.
All the time.
Are you to the point
His
where
coverage
no
is
one,
atrocious.
nobody? Oh, bless you.
Jordan Hall is the only player with an ounce of talent, I think, on the defense, other than the freshman corner I talked about, but he doesn't play.
Would any of your starters start for the top half of the Big Ten?
Yes.
Jordan Hall, maybe.
Maybe
USC. Alex Van Summer could play the run stuffing D tackle on some teams.
USC, Indiana.
Spencer would start.
They start on those teams.
Yeah, Spencer would probably get some run. He's better than Jaden Mangum.
I feel like you don't like Spencer.
Defense, I don't.
And you hate Mangum.
He led the team of tackles last year, so we need to have him.
Yeah, fine. For what we have, yeah, he has to play because the team sucks. But I don't know how much of it is Rossi because he doesn't know what to do with how bad his players are. But also, maybe we gotta really vanilla this defense up. Just try to stop something. I mean, you can't go and just stop neither. That's
build a wall.
Work.
Well, we got a bye week.
2 weeks
off. 2 weeks off to face the Nebraska offense that Grant's team had an easy time with. So,
yeah. So some positives. Let's give some positives. Aiden Childs, positive.
Amari
Kelly, positive. Mekhi Frazier.
Positive.
Mekhi Frazier is a positive.
Or center, best PFF.
Honestly, the offensive line improved throughout the game.
Only 2.5 sacks. That's not crazy. Nebraska gave 7.
Thought they played pretty well, all circumstances considered.
7 tackles for loss, though. That's not great.
We need to score more.
Punter,
obviously, but
best in the country. Guy's incredible.
But Evan, I feel like that's the trap that people fall into when your defense is so bad. You keep going, we did with the Lions. We're why is the offense stalling out? It's offenses don't score every drive. You have to have a defense.
I think that's for sure that the offense feels so much pressure to score every single drive. If we don't score on this, the game's over, and that is exactly what happened.
Maintain drives to give your defense a break. But imagine, your defense just gave up 7 points. You kick the ball off. You have the ball. 3 plays, punt.
They don't need a break. They're out there for 3 plays. They're out there for 3 plays, and it's an 80-yard touchdown.
It's not that. We didn't give up any 80-yard touchdowns. We let the number 2 wide receiver cook us for 400 yards.
Just 10, 20, 20, 10, 20 touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, their first drive was a 12-play drive, but then it was a 6-play drive and a 5-play drive. So they're really scoring.
Yeah, dude, they just
5 plays, 93 yards.
Could not stop anybody.
What's worse? This was a debate texted Alex about, is it worse to have, so Michigan had probably the worst offense outside the service academies last year. Is it harder as a fan to watch an anemic offense or a sieve of a defense?
Sieve of a defense. I will take an anemic. I would take the worst offense because we've lived through it. We've lived through 10-2 defenses and 2-10 offenses, and it gives us 7-5. I will take 7-5 right now from this program, because your defense might just win the field position, play trust the ball, win the field position battle, and we just kick a field goal.
Yeah, I think that's the right answer. I think having a bad defense that you have no faith in is the worst feeling as a football fan. I think it is immediately like we're going to get scored on. And no lead is ever safe too. No lead you ever get is safe.
No matter what we do, it's like the defense isn't. I can't rely on the defense to stop.
Good punts don't matter.
How many 3 and outs
down
do you think the
5
offense
doesn't matter
in the first half?
3 and outs, 2. We probably only had the ball 4 times, so probably 1.
Yep, 1. And then the first possession of the second half was the other.
Another.
Yeah, but we're not.
There was one late in the game that didn't really matter.
We didn't score off those possessions. We don't have a 3 and out, Gillen.
Yeah, but you can't ask your offense to score every time. Okay, they're just not going to.
The drive said we don't have a 3 and out.
Also, we need to take a step back. The offense last year, Evan, was a joke, dude. They could not even score points. Couldn't even move the ball. Couldn't do anything. They're 8,000 times better. The defense got 8,000 times worse. They just flip-flopped. Like, I don't know. Like, we're just asking too much of them.
Hal Holiday was holding this shit together.
Could the defense make 2? Well, I think Jordan Turner was really helping. He's a pretty good player. If the defense could make 2 stops in this game, 2 stops, plus their 1 turnover, that was a miracle.
It's a fine punch.
Like, you're probably talking about a different game. But, the defense is just so bad.
If USC was out there with a chance to go drive down the field and score, they were. Regardless of the situation.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But I'm saying if you could just get 2 stops in a game.
That's a big what if.
That's the problem. That's a coaching issue. That's a talent issue. That's a lot of issues.
More trick plays. The summary
through 4 games.
Awesome.
Yeah, you guys did one crazy one where you like threw it into the ground and then it like bounced up to the
Kelly
ground.
Picks it up through a rocket and toe tap.
I was like, that's ridiculous. Illegal. It has to be. But it wasn't.
Then we tried to run a Philly and it didn't work.
Offense was 5 of 11 on 3rd down. That's not bad. They had 20 first downs.
Okay, flip that over. How many first downs
were efficient.
did USC have? USC probably didn't have that many first downs. Yeah, they didn't have that many because they just had 45-yard chunk plays.
8 of 12 on 3rd down. I mean, offense didn't turn the ball over. They possessed it 28 minutes. USC possessed it 31 minutes. Like, offense is not the problem.
Score, Gillen.
It's just the defense.
No.
Okay, Alex.
Through 4 weeks.
You can't ask your offense to score 40. Well, they would need to score 48 points to win.
I'm saying, okay, maintain drives. Okay, after the first drive, what do we do on the second drive? How many plays? How many yards? Give me it.
6 plays, I think.
Okay, that's 1 first down. Not good enough.
I'll get back to
6 plays. 6 plays, 15 yards. 3 plays, 7 yards.
That was the 3.
Next drive.
8 plays, 44, and a field goal.
Attempted field goal that we missed or we made?
Made it.
Okay, that's what I want right there.
No, but this is where you lose me though because.
But they go touchdown, dude. They just scored every time. You can't
sustain that. They just go right back in your face.
And even then, you come out in the 3rd quarter, you score 14 points in the 3rd quarter to like make this a football game.
And then they go touchdown.
He had 24 points at the start of the 4th quarter, Evan. That's not the offense's problem.
How bad our defense is, you have to be able to maintain drive. You have to average at least 10 plays. You have to.
What is that going to do?
You can't, though. That'd be the best offense in college football.
Correct.
No, not in college
what are they going to do?
That's a joke. That's not the best offense in college football. Best offense in college football is
average 10 plays a drive.
I'm not asking you to do anything after that. Just 10 plays.
That's at least
10 plays is a lot of plays. That's they're scoring points, or you're at least in a field goal range if you're getting 3 first downs.
You don't know where we're at. Technically, you don't know where we're at.
If we start on the 20 and we get 3 first downs, we're on the 50 at worst.
6 plays with how well your talent, talking about how well our talented our offense is, 6 plays is not good enough for a drive. 3 plays, not good enough for a drive. 4 plays, not good enough for a drive.
You're going to go 3
having
and out
3
sometimes.
straight plays of negative yards, not good enough. To start the second half after you just went into the locker room and talked about what you're going to do. Give me more field goal attempts
of average plays in a drive.
Give me a field goal attempt.
But like you're asking the offense to do something that I don't think is achievable for most teams. This whole game, this whole season is not going to be on the offense. It's going to be on the defense.
Well, then have fun with 5 and 7 at the end of the year, not missing a bowl game for the 45th
that's probably what's going to happen
row.
because your defense can't stop anyone. It's not the offense's fault though. You can't ask them to score 50 a game.
I'm not asking them to score. I'm asking them to maintain drives. Give me a field goal attempt. That's what I'm asking.
I mean, they had 28 minutes of time of possession.
But then I feel like with that, though, you have to change your offense because then you got to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
And then not use the explosiveness that we have.
Yeah, you just got to turn Childs into a handoff merchant and a check down merchant.
So you're telling me we can't get first downs? You're telling me we can't get 2 first downs a drive?
You're going to go 3 and out
out
sometimes.
No, yeah. I mean, everyone goes 3 and out in a football
Even
game.
USC went 3 and out against us.
Once.
It's just the kids.
The
Ravens went 3 and out a few times.
Then they're 5 and 6.
We went 3 and out twice.
It's okay. I'll
is that where the fan base is at?
I'll just accept mediocre.
It's the fan base at 5 and 7, 6 and 6.
We have to accept that we're bad. That's the problem. The defense is so bad that we have to accept that. And there will be games.
I've accepted it. Then we can rely on the offense to do a little bit more.
Why can't we just
ask complimentary football?
That's not complimentary.
We can't ask the defense
2 stops a game.
We can't. That's too much asking. You can ask the defense to play more. You can ask the offense to play more. That's what I'm asking.
You guys got to shrink games. That's what I'm hearing. You need to put them in a phone booth and shrink the game.
Please don't run clock from the jump. Booth ability on defense.
I'm not asking to do phone booth. I'm just asking the offense to stay out there longer. Time of possession, maintain drives.
You should not be.
Attempt.
Our offensive line's going to be huffing after the defense gives up a 3-play, 80-yard drive, and they come right back out on the field and they have to do another 10-minute drive.
Evan is saying that when you come out to start the game,
I get it. I know what he's saying. I don't think it's possible.
You're in 4-minute drill where you're running the clock down to a second before you snap it to start the game in the first quarter. Just shrink the game. I like it.
That is no way to live.
The other team can't score 45 points if they only have 5 possessions.
You only get to that 5 possessions in a game.
Time of possession percentage. Who is the best and the worst?
Probably Army's the best.
Michigan State is actually they're 38th in the country. You guys have 53% of time of possession. Okay.
Top 25.
Top 25 is the goal.
Actually, top 20. I'm not settling for anything else.
The highest you can be is 65%. Missouri has 65% of the football.
And they run the ball.
Missouri.
Indiana is second, 63. You guys are 53. Michigan is
we're a 6-6 football team because our defense
is
aware. 1-11 football team.
I'm well aware.
Defense sucks.
Must wins left. UCLA obviously have to win.
Nebraska's a must win if you want to have any sort of relevance this season.
Yeah,
we have a bye.
With your defense, I don't see it.
I think Nebraska has a bye.
You're coming out of a bye week. Fix some stuff on the defense.
I think they're gonna
go into Lincoln and win a game, and then beat UCLA by 30, and then maybe you have some hope for the rest of this tenure.
Just for Indiana to put up 55 points on us.
Yeah, but at least we'll have that 6-day build up.
Congrats! We beat 2 dog shit teams.
It could be Iowa on the road for sure. So that's 5.
November 22nd.
And then Minnesota or Maryland. And that's 6. There you go. That's improvement from last year. And then this is the key after 4 games. Michigan State needs to spend $5 million on a defensive line, and Michigan needs to spend $5 million on wide receivers. And that is how we meet the next year. and get better.
I can get behind that.
Simple as that.
Jonathan Smith's going to be fired in 2 years.
Oh, that's dark.
I don't know if it's like a detriment even to him, but like I don't think he's going to be given much leeway if we suck
Brent
again
Key.
next year. I don't want Brent Key, dude.
Why not? That's crazy.
Just don't.
He's like a hot coaching name. I don't know why. Okay, fine.
Just don't want him.
All right.
I want Kurt.
Signetti?
Yes.
You guys would not like him though. He runs his mouth too much for
What
like.
would if we made the college football playoff in his first season?
Well, if you start
That wouldn't
scheduling like
happen.
Indiana, maybe you can.
Yes, that wouldn't happen. All of his good recruits
That
are
was
already.
a once. I mean, they're
He's out of
good.
good recruits. He's out.
But-
All the James Madison kids that
Well, they are-
backpacked that team to victory.
They got the Cal
got-
kid.
They are portaling people in at a high clip. Like they
I
are.
get that.
They are not giving up. But to fair, if Oregon State was an actual wagon, it would have helped your guys' transition. They were not an actual wagon. They're a pretty bad program now that they dropped off. But they were fine when he was there. Obviously, they were good. They just didn't bring enough talent over to like make it go faster. And you guys didn't have a cupcake schedule. You played Oregon and Ohio State last year. So
Our
played
schedule
Kansas
last year was
State.
awful.
Right. They played nobody last year. So
Bad news.
They play-
Our
they play
2026
Oregon and Penn
schedule's
State.
not any better.
although Indiana probably will be 10-2 now that I look at their schedule. Damn, they probably need back in this thing.
Toledo, Eastern, Notre Dame, at Michigan, Illinois, Nebraska, Northwestern, Oregon, Washington, at Rutgers, at UCLA, at Wisconsin.
Don't look too
No
far
Ohio
ahead.
State,
You're
no
focused
Penn
on
State.
Nebraska.
We're
We're actually
focused on
focused on the bye
2026.
No.
Focus on the Ryder Cup and the Lions.
Is Childs going to go pro?
No, but he's going to transfer.
I don't want to end like that, but I think we have to.
He should. We're wanting to win something.
Tigers are bad, and go USA. That's about it for the rest of the show. Big week of golf. Take a break from football if you're burnt out. That's the advice this week. We're playing the Browns. It'll be tight, probably, but we should win.
Probably
Just
going to
we're
win
on
on a game-winning field goal.
Yeah, it's a classic letdown spot, but they're also on a letdown too. They had their Super Bowl, so we should win that game by 10 points. But
Feel
cheers
great.
to 26
Cheers.
to Keegan Bradley.
Imagine the U.S. loses too. God.